Hey up everyone, Rob Howitt, RJH Motorbike Training. Short video this morning on the subject of your first big bike. So at the end of the video, hoping it'll give you a bit of a helping hand regarding your first big bike. Now, I've been riding bikes since 1972, so what's that, coming up to 50 years, and I've been teaching people to learn to ride the bikes for about 20 years. And the $1,000,000 question is, what bike should I buy? And that is the most common question that trainees will ask us when they're coming through the school. The $1,000,000 question, what bike? Now, when trainees come along, and there have been thousands of them over the years, some know exactly what bike they want, and others don't. So some do and some don't, and indeed some have already gone on and bought one. So they come along to us and they've got the bike in the garage. Now, what incentive is that to get your bike license? But you know, everybody is different. So what I've got here are my top 5 tips which may help you in your decision making in getting your first big bike. Tip number 1, listen to, but make your own decisions. And what I mean by that is everybody that rides motorbikes will tell you this and they will tell you that from their own experiences, and it's really important that you do listen to them because there's a lot of valuable information in all of that. But make your own decision. So yep, listen to people, take from that what you will, but make your own decision. That would be my top tip number 1, because what suits one will not suit another. There is not one size fits all. Top tip number 2 is make sure your bike is suitable. Now, what I mean by that is adventure bike, sports bike, cruiser bike, touring bike, scooter. There's so many different styles of bike, so look at what you're going to be using your bike for and try and home in on that particular style of bike. Top tip number 3 is ensure that your bike fits you. And you know, bikes range from 50cc up to what, 2000 cc's. You know, so the sort of mid-range 600cc, 750cc, 1000cc. You need to make sure that the bike fits you. Now, you don't have to sit and be able to touch your feet flat-footed on the bike when you're stationary. I've ridden many bikes where the only foot that can touch the ground is my left foot, you know, but ensure that the bike fits you, your arm reach, your leg reach, that you can touch all the controls comfortably. And some bikes are just going to be too big, too tall for individual people. So top tip number 3, ensure that it fits you. Okay, so top tip number 4, size does not matter. And a trainee will come along and I want to get a 1200cc. Okay, so you can get an experienced rider on a smaller cc bike is going to be a lot faster than an inexperienced rider on a larger cc bike. So size really does not matter. Number 5 is be realistic. So thinking about, size does not matter. So you've never ever ridden a motorbike and you do a week's course and you buy a 1250cc. Be sensible. I'm not saying that's wrong and I'm not saying that that's right, but be realistic within your own experience and background. We get many people, come along, pass their bike tests and they've got the BMW 1250 GS waiting for them because they're going off on tour. And so again, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not saying it's right, but be realistic with your riding ability, and let that sort of influence what bike you would be going to purchase. So that's my 5 top tips on aiding you on your first big bike. Have you got any other tips that you would consider in buying a big bike? Share them below, comment away below. But hope you like the video. It's only a short one. Subscribe to the channel. There are more to come, so keep safe everyone. Thanks very much.